What's good, people? This is about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. Now, check this out, y'all. I want to get right to the point on something. I'm going to bring up some things that I've already spoke about to y'all, but I want y'all to focus heavily on the message, okay? There's a guy who calls himself 187 Homicide. Black dude. His profile picture was a black and white skeleton face or some shit like that. I don't know if it was like an animation or if it was a mask he took a picture of. When I went on his channel, he had like 3 subscribers. I'm not subscribed to him or nothing like that. I don't even know this guy. So he basically said that this channel is a cancer to the boxing community and overall to the black community, because what we are partakers in reverse mind control racism. So he's trying to use word salad to sound intelligent or whatever. When I went on his channel, because I'm like, who the fuck is this clown? He had a bunch of videos of like black dudes, bandanas on their face and all. Fuck you, nigga. Bitch ass niggas. Fuck that. I don't play with you niggas out here, motherfucker. Come out here, motherfucker. We kill niggas out here, nigga. You don't fuck out here, nigga. And this is what he had on his, channel. Also, he referred to Wilder as a black king. He's a leader for our people and this and this and that. You so pro-black, but you promoting senseless, stupid violence, murder, ignorance. But you pro-black, right? So I told him, bottom line, to go suck a turtle dick, and that his mother didn't love him. That's why he acted like a bitch. So, and it was on. Well, like I said, I'm not subscribed to this guy, but I couldn't access his shit because basically my thing was, y'all know I expose people. Well, I can't find this motherfucker. Okay? So, I don't know and I don't care. But you know what? I want to address this because I want to make my point with nothing but facts. And everybody knows everything I'm saying can be proven and has already been proved. So for everybody that's starting to wake up and see this shit for what it is, good. Because you want to know what? These guys feel like as long as you're making videos about a certain person and you're sucking their ass all day, that it's okay. But when you basically debunk the shit they say and make them look stupid, oh, they don't like that. Now, the problem with these motherfuckers is they're so ignorant, and it's so many of them, they feel comfortable when they get around each other and make excuses and stupid shit. We're racist against our own black people. We're coons against our own black people. We're house niggas, right? Now, let me just state the facts. Deontay Wilder is pro-black, right? Now, pro-black does not mean anti-white, anti-Puerto Rican, anti-Russian, anti-Indian, anti-Belgian. It doesn't mean any of that shit. It just means we stand together for our people where nobody else want to help us and give us, treat us civil, treat us like human beings, give us equal rights, civil rights. That's what we're pushing for. It's not about, oh, I hate white people. I hate Puerto Rican people. No, that's not what it is. So for those who try to make it into that, no, that's those individuals who don't understand what it's about. Because pro-black does not express hate at all. And it's been a misconception because you got certain idiots talk like they are the voice, the poster boy for what pro-black is. So, we're coons. Now, mind you, we're coons. We're sellouts. Right? We're buck dancers, all that shit. Okay. You know the motherfucker would never tell me that shit to my face. So check this out, though. Deontay Wilder, at one point, used to show respect to AJ. Seemed like they was, he was no animosity or anything. But AJ unifies, becomes the shit. He was already the talk of the heavyweight division from coming out the Olympics. Not a bronze medal, not a silver medal, but gold. And this dude was champion and fought nobodies. AJ goes out and unifies in his 16th fight against Charles Martin. Then he goes out, he gets a title, his first title, rather. Then he goes out and unifies against Klitschko. And all of a sudden, I remember Deontay Wilder spoke, and he did what he had to do, but I see some things my man, could, do better, give him some pointers. Like he's a consummate professional and like he's better than AJ or something, right? Okay, whatever. And all of a sudden, you just, out of nowhere, Wilder starts singing a different tune. Oh, they fake, man. They ain't what you think they are. I'm telling you, man. Yada, yada, yada. He's just saying shit, but he never could say what they were fake about. He never could pinpoint nothing. He said they're liars. Okay, what are they lying about? Tell us, because we don't know. You keep saying they're liars, they're not real, but you're not telling us anything. Okay, now check this out, right? Fury and Wilder had this plan to keep AJ out the mix. Fury at one point was bragging about how AJ put it on him in sparring. And he's the future of the division and all this shit, all these great things he had to say about him. But all of a sudden there's a heavyweight. Oh, AJ, he's a robot, he's stiff, he's a model, he's a bodybuilder. Oh, I'll knock him out, he's a ball, all this shit, whatever. But they had this plan to freeze him out. And I remember Dante's Boxing Nation, Boxing Ego, Blue Blood, 7-8 Sports, Fanon, all these guys, and I'm not subscribed to not one of them, was talking about how AJ put himself in a bad situation. He missed the ball on this one because, you know, it might be 2-3 years before he can fight Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder, because they got a 3-fight deal, and you know, AJ could lose the titles and mess the whole thing up, and all this shit they were saying. Like, they really believed that Wilder was untouchable and AJ was gonna wind up losing, and he did. And Wilder had a lot to say, and guess what? Then Wilder lost. Now check this out, though. We're coons. We're sellouts. We're buck dancers. Right? We're house niggas. Coming from another black man about his own black people, because we simply don't believe the bullshit. Everybody who doesn't believe Wilder's story doesn't necessarily even like Tyson Fury. It's just the story is full of shit. So, us coons and buck dancers, right? House niggas, that's what we are, right? Okay. Wilder says him and Fury, a white man, okay, are the two best heavyweights in the world. When the two best heavyweights want to get together and fight, it's easy to make a fight. Yeah, we made this fight in no time. Remember that, right? Then he turns around and they have their fight, and he's gifted a draw because he lost that fight. What did they do at the end of that fight? They embraced, they smiled, they shook hands, they complimented each other heavy. Wilder sucked the crack of Tyson Fury's ass so clean and good that Fury can shit 20 times a day for the next 10 years, and he won't have to wipe at all. That motherfucker probably got a smooth, squeaky clean ass because of Wilder's lips. They sat there and praised each other. You didn't hear anything about a floppy glove. You didn't hear anything about no padding, nothing. It was all smiles and hugs and love, right? Okay. Before the second fight, they're doing the press conference. White lady asked Deontay Wilder, how does he feel about Tyson Fury as a person? He said, oh, I like Fury. Yeah, Fury's a character. He's a character. I like Tyson Fury. You know, he's a good guy, man. This is Deontay Wilder saying this shit. So Deontay Wilder goes into the second fight, gets the natural shit beat out of him, disappears, but he says his costume was too heavy. Stay with me, y'all. I'm about to get into something that we all know, but you're going to look at this shit now. You're going to really look at this shit and think about this. Everybody starts saying he never said that, and all of a sudden we couldn't find that video anymore. Video resurfaces, right? Now, out of everybody insulted everybody because they mad because we don't believe his bullshit, Wilder never once said, hey, look, we all black people, man. We don't need to be going at each other. Everybody got the right to like or not like whoever they want. I'm no different. But here's the thing. We, as black people, need unity. This ain't necessary. This ain't what I want y'all to do. Y'all want to ride with me? Then ride with me. We ride together. Some people who might not be believers, they'll become believers. But I got to get in there and fight, and I got to win and prove myself. No, that's not what he says. That's not his way of thinking. He sits back quiet and would rather people believe he was cheated. Now, he himself starts to speak, and he just repeats everything that we heard all these fanboy channels say, and we said bullshit. Okay. All of a sudden, he comes out his face and says, We knew what time it was about Tyson Fury from day one. All along, the whole time, we already knew what time it was with Fury. The man's a cheat. Said that all gypsies are thieves. He's a liar. He's a racist. He uses white privilege. He said all of this shit. But this is the same guy that praised Fury and talked about how great of a fighter Fury was. Now check this out. So you mean to tell me all this time you knew that he was a no good, lying, racist, white, bald-headed, fucking white privileged, cheating motherfucker, right? This you called him all this shit, right? But you chose to give the racist white man with white privilege the privilege to go out and make millions of dollars. Have I not said this shit to y'all before? Huh? But this is what you did. You chose to give the privilege to a white man. You yourself could have fought Dillian White. You could have fought Derek Chisora. You could have fought Anthony Joshua. But instead of breaking bread with the black fighters, you could have fought Charles Martin. You could have fought Michael Hunter. You could have fought Jarrell Miller. No, you go fight Duhampas, and even though at that point you wasn't really making shit of money at that point, but even still, fought Molina, you went out and fought all these motherfucking white fighters that you bitch about white people, white privilege, and all that shit, right? You said AJ was over here buck dancing for Eddie Hearn. It's funny because you can't tell us what he was doing, what was the buck dancing, and what was it about. But then your promoter's white, and Shelly Finkel. And I remember when they asked you about fighting Klitschko, and he jumps in and cuts you the fuck off. You know, Deontay Wilder's a baby. We're not going to put him in there with the likes of Klitschko right now, and he's still learning. Yet AJ, 16 fights in, IBF champ. What, by his 19th fight, was it? Unified champ? Jealousy kicks in. You don't like this motherfucker, because I've been champ all this time, and everybody talking about AJ, okay? Why would you choose to break bread and give a white man the privilege to make millions of dollars to feed his family when he's already a white racist that's been using his white privilege, and you've known about this motherfucker from day one? You and your whole team knew about this motherfucker. This is your words. Then you turn around, right? You don't like AJ. You don't like Dillian White. You tell Dillian White you'll freeze him out for 2 years. But you don't build with the black fighters. No. You fire Mark Breland. Blame him for shit that you can't even prove. You said you had no proof of nothing that you said Fury did, right? Well, you keep JD's. You got Finkel around. Where's your black promoter? You bring Malik Scott in. But see, we already see, your agenda. You like to have ass-kissing yes men around you. See, everybody want to defend you and your every move because you're perfect. You can say it, do nothing wrong. You are exempt from human error because you are just perfect. So if we are buck dancing coons, right? House niggas, then what the fuck is Deontay Wilder? See, because for one, I don't give a shit about Tyson Fury. But you motherfuckers was praising him. You was the one calling Tyson Fury the second best heavyweight in the world. You motherfuckers was walking around here looking forward to the trilogy and happy that AJ was being froze out. Happy that Dillian White was being froze out for 2. All this shit. You same black people that want to sit and call other black people house niggas and coons. But your king that will rise, like a bum from the nearest alley and reign again, right? Yeah, that motherfucker. Well, he chose to give the privilege to the white privilege. And what the fuck did y'all say about it? Y'all was cool with it. But now because he decides that he wants to call Fury a racist, now Fury's a racist because he said it. Okay, people, so check this out. I'm not into this racism shit. I'm not into this black versus white, Mexican versus Puerto Rican, Chinese versus Japanese. Like it's life is just a competition. We're not the same. I'm not into that shit. I embrace those who embrace me. Okay? That's how I live my life. And I will always be down for my people. Don't ever get that fucked up. But I'm not going to be biased and sit here and be delusional and make up lies to try to make something relevant and make it make it something that it's not. And I don't give a shit who don't like that. But this man who does all the name calling blessed listen, this is him. I'm just quoting this motherfucker. He blessed, okay? He like to say that I'll bless you with the opportunity. He blessed. Remember that. I could have fought AJ. Remember his tweet? I could have fought AJ for a lot more money. But I chose to give you the privilege. Right? So be a man of your word and give me the third fight. See, but then you sat there not too long ago and said that AJ ducked you even after you sent this tweet out. So not only are you a hypocrite, but you are a barefaced liar, man. You said out of your own fucking mouth, AJ ducked you. After you act like a fucking straight punk in the fucking press conference and then decided to do these little private videos. You said AJ already ducked you, but you told Fury that you could have fought him for a lot more money. So how can you and your minions sit here and say, oh, they gave you a blackball, a lowball offer? How the fuck was it a lowball offer when you admitted that you could have fought him? We already know the truth. I just want people to understand how much of a liar you are and the fact that the racist shit you talking, let's be real, the only person that said some racist shit was you. All gypsies are thieves, you already know. And then white privilege exists, hatred exists, racism, all that shit, white supremacy, it all exists. What we were saying was, how in the fuck does any of it apply to your situation with Tyson Fury? You still can't fucking say nothing. And then you're going to say the referee, who was black, let Fury do whatever he wanted, even though he took a point from Fury. You called a black referee a crab in a bucket, a crab in the barrel ass referee who was against you. He was all these motherfuckers plotted against you. They was all a part of the plan to make you lose. You didn't go hard on that white referee. You just said usually he count a guy out when he go down like that, which was a complete lie, because I've seen that referee, that dude is not quick to just call the fight off like that. You notice when Fury got up, Fury did not get up with wobbly legs, right? He got straight up and he was good and kicked your ass for the rest of that round. Now check this out. You didn't go hard at that motherfucker, but you went hard on the black referee. Talked about his eyes and everything. You keep the white guy around that watched the gloves get wrapped, right? We all know this shit. But the whole point I want to get at is, if you are so pro-black, how come you didn't want to have your Ali versus Frazier with Anthony Joshua or with a Dillian White? Why? Why did you choose to give the privilege of fighting for your WBC title to a white, bald-headed, racist, gypsy thieving, lying, racist, white privileged white man? You called them all those things, but yet, and you said you knew about this all along. Y'all knew what time it was with Fury all along. So you a fucking liar. Because you said you'd never fight a cheat. You fought all the C's twice, and you fought this motherfucker twice and might fight him a third time. So when does the lie stop? When do people look at you for what you really are? You said this shit about him, but then you go and fight him. When you could have been fighting and breaking bread with other black fighters. I don't personally give a shit, but I'm quoting you because you say one thing, and then you got people that suck your ass like Malik Scott and this, whatever that brother, Drew Titan. Oh, people always screwing up with champs, say they misconstrue. No, motherfucker, you say shit, and then you completely say something different, and then we call you out. And everybody, they're printing his words wrong. Oh, they saying this and that. He never said that. Right. Drew Titan sat there on counter punch boxing. He told Kurt DeVille. Kurt DeVille asked Drew Titan, did Wilder say that the costume was too heavy? That motherfucker said, champ never said that. No. And all of a sudden, some months later, that video resurfaced. After this motherfucker said it wasn't true. And Deontay Wilder never opened his mouth to say, I did say that. And that was the case. Nah. They thought that video was gone for sure. Just like that video resurfaced, maybe one day that Harold Sconia knockout will fucking resurface for all those who basically just need a wake-up call. But it doesn't matter to me. But I know if I say something, I stand by what I say. I don't make up shit. This all came out of that man's mouth. So think about this, right? You want to go out and go somewhere real bad. You really want to go do this thing, whatever it is. You want to be a part of it. And you got this child molesting rapist in your neighborhood, right? You know, heard about this motherfucker. And you go get this child molesting rapist and let that motherfucker watch your kids, right? And that motherfucker molest and rape your children. How stupid would you sound saying, we already knew what time it was about this motherfucker. We already knew. Wait, so you knew this motherfucker was a child molesting rapist and you still got him to watch your kids? But I didn't think he was going to do that to me. Because that's what you got with Fury. Oh, you didn't think he was going to do that to you. You thought that, oh, that third fight was automatic, right? See, because through time, it wasn't about freezing AJ out no more for Tyson Fury. But it was for you. So again, Wilder doesn't see Anthony Joshua, Derek Chisora, Dillian White. He don't see them as black. Or he see them as, well, they ain't my kind of black. They're different black for me. Deontay Wilder doesn't do this shit for black fighters. He don't do, what the fuck does he do for black fighters? He talks about the black people this, black people that. Our people go through this, our people go through that. But he's saying this shit to promote a fight, to promote himself, to get attention to himself, to get the black people behind him. I know what he's doing. I can see what he's doing. That's what he does. He says that shit. But do you hear him speaking up for black fighters in general? Do you see him making examples? And like, what is he changing? What is he doing? No, he's speaking up for him. Every time he opened his mouth, every fucking fighter in boxing outside of his circle is a fucked up person. They ain't shit. Everybody's against him. Everybody's jealous of him. They all hate on him. They all plot against him. He is like, the guy's fucking delusional. And y'all sit here. Harriet Tubman tried to free the slaves. He did the best she could. Just because you motherfuckers choose to still want to be a slave, that's your business. Y'all sit here and bow to this dude. Y'all listen to this man say one thing and then sit there and say he didn't say it. Y'all, oh, he didn't mean it that way. This is what y'all do. So the question I'm asking again, why in the fuck, if he knew, because his words was, we already knew about this motherfucker all the time. Drew Titan said the same thing. We knew what time it was about that motherfucker. Okay. But nobody said, yo, Deontay, why would you fight this racist ass white privileged motherfucker, man? You know he's a cheat. We can go out here and fight Anthony Joshua for more money. We can go out here and fight Dillian White. Let's hope the black fighters make some money. We all about the black, right? We ain't out here buck dancing for these white people. Let's help black fighters make some money, man. Don't mention Malik Scott, because, like I said, you was still making pennies when you fought Malik Scott. But we're buck dancing and we're coons because we don't believe his story. Forget all the other black fighters that we support. It's just the fact this dude is y'all God. He's y'all king. How dare we say that about him? So, when you guys are calling people coons and all that shit and buck dancers, go back and look at the tapes and listen to y'all fucking stupid comments and read y'all stupid comments. You guys was sucking Fury's ass, not Aries. And it got nothing to do with his skin color. You guys. I know Fury can fight, but I don't give a shit about Fury as a fighter. You motherfuckers is praising him. The heavyweight dude that I push for the period, point blank, is AJ. He's a black dude though, ain't he? But I guess not to y'all. Y'all need Wilder's approval first. See, I don't have a problem with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I happen to have a lot of love for the British people too. Got them in my family. Guess what? You though, who sit up here and repeat everything that this man say, everything that these fanboy channels say as if it's factual, it's just the way it is. Understand something about yourselves. When you motherfuckers are racist yourselves, when you're racist yourselves, but then you're going to point a finger at a fighter because we have to have an excuse. We have to have a reason to have a instant hatred button pushed inside of us so we can say something to try to make ourselves look better because we talked all that shit and then he got his ass whooped. But he still chose to give a white man that shot, that privilege, that $1 million check, that multi-million-dollar check. He chose to do that. That was his words. I could have made more money. How in the fuck can he say that? How can he tweet, I could have made more money fighting Anthony Joshua, but I chose to fight you? But then tell you stupid motherfuckers that AJ ducked him. How could he do that? You know how he can do it? Because all of you are fucking stupid. That's why. If Deontay Wilder stood up and told y'all to all get on your knees, dropped his pants and farted, y'all, ooh, can I smell it, champ? Ooh, thank you, champ. Can I have another one? That's the kind of sissy shit y'all are on. This man has the nerve to call people. Listen at this. I want y'all to think about this, okay? He said he think Dillian White has a husband that he's cheating on because he keep calling his name and all this. He said Dillian White's gay. I want y'all to think about this. He said Dillian White is gay. Dillian White is gay because he wants to fight this motherfucker. That makes him gay. Yet, you got two white gay men to make a fucking costume for a black man for Black History Month. What? There's no black designers where you were? What? You ain't got no contacts, bro? So you go to white men, gay white men. Now, if you refer to Dillian White as gay, obviously you're trying to insult him, right? But you didn't have a problem with dealing with two gay white men who we know are really gay, right? White people making a costume for a black man for Black History Month. So if that's the case, then your fucking costume wasn't even authentic. Huh? But he's gay for wanting to fight you. You twerk. You want to experience having a baby. These are words that came out of your fucking mouth. And then you're going to call somebody gay. To have a baby, you got to get fucked. So what the fuck are you saying? These are your motherfucking words, homie. But you call a black man gay for wanting to fight you. We know you and Dylan got bad blood, but you talk a lot of shit, bro. And then you don't back it up against the fighters that you should be fighting. He's gay because he want to fight you. But you got two openly gay homosexuals that's white. You talking about white privilege, so you didn't even give a black designer that chance to make some good money. No, you go and bless the two white gay men. But you got a problem with white privilege, this, white that, white this. Yeah, black man. But you dealing with white people. Why you ain't fire Finkel by now and get you a black promoter? I'm just saying. See, this is what I mean about all this black shit that y'all talk. But then you motherfuckers turn around and overlook the facts. If you are so into this, everything gotta be black for you, start fighting black fighters. No, you and Jarrell Miller, two black Americans, y'all over here beefing over who fucked your wife first. The fuck kind of dumb shit is that? 50 Cent tell the world Floyd Mayweather can't read. And everybody says it's true because 50 Cent said it because they hate Floyd so much. They want to make fun of him. And I'm like, well, here's a young black man who basically is a billionaire, can't read, but you can read, and you broke his fuck living from check to check calling him dumb. So how smart does that make you? Huh? But again, black people, all we basically saying is we don't believe the shit you say because you're a fucking liar. And you keep contradicting yourself lie after lie. Not because we want to believe this or no, because of what the fuck you say. That's what that is. You don't see none of this controversy surrounding any other fucking fighters but you. Just like when Canelo made that stupid comment about, oh, he don't want to fight another Mexican fighter. I said something about that shit. I said something about Paulie Malinagi's stupid ass comment. Oh yeah. I said something about Freddie Roach when he told Garcia, don't call you fucking Mexicans or some shit. Yeah. See, but you motherfuckers who got your head up Wilder's ass, y'all only pay attention to what I say about Wilder. That's your problem. But I'll tell you this. If this guy gets his ass beat by Fury again, it don't matter what kind of excuses y'all make. He fucked himself up. He could have made $100 million with Anthony Joshua. He could have had legacy-defining fights with Anthony Joshua. I think he would have got his ass whooped, but that's beyond the point. The point is, he is not trying to make wealth with black fighters. You don't hear him talking positive shit to black fighters. No, you'll get in front of a camera and twerk your bony ass. You'll get in front of a camera and talk about how everybody's jealous against you and everybody's so jealous and nobody want to fight you. All this bullshit, this delusional, stupid shit you got going on in your head. But you won't get on the front of that fucking camera and say nothing to other fighters, black fighters, and you know, make some sense and do some positive shit. Like I said before, you and your boys jumped Dominic Brazil, who's done nothing to you. Y'all had words. Motherfucker Tyson Fury, the shit that you claim, but you wouldn't even look him in the face. So, who the fuck is the coon? So this channel is a cancer to the boxing community. Nah, bro. We ain't cancer. We full-blown Ebola. That's what we are. And you know what? We gonna eat all you motherfuckers up that keep coming with this falsehood. See, I got a full tank all the time. So y'all can keep trying to attack. Y'all can keep coming up with bullshit. But you know what? You're not gonna stop or slow down what I'm doing. All y'all do is show y'all ignorance. Y'all the ones coming on here calling other black men and women buck dancers. Y'all coons and y'all supporting the same white man that's oppressing you. First off, nobody's oppressing me. Who in the fuck, and the thing is, who in the fuck is cheering for Fury? And even if whoever likes Fury as a fighter, so be it. I don't like or dislike Fury because of his fucking skin color. My thing, okay, is y'all saying that shit because we don't believe Wilder. So when this motherfucker say he never said that, but then the video resurfaces, what do y'all say? Huh? What excuse y'all got? Oh shit, he did say that. How we know that was Wilder? What kind of excuse y'all got? Listen, Aries don't buck dance for nobody. You know, and like I told the fella, man, like I told him, you go suck a turtle dick and that your mother don't love you. That's why you act like a bitch. But it's on. And that motherfucker disappeared. It's okay. His comment ain't up there. I didn't delete it. I didn't report him. It's just gone. And he's gone. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not subscribed to his channel, so I don't know if he blocked me or whatever. But oh yeah, I had something for his ass. But I'm saying what I'm saying because you guys keep talking about coons and buck dancers, and I want y'all to. I'm giving y'all facts. I'm giving you facts, and all this shit is here to be proven. He's the fucking one that gave a white, racist, bald-headed, gypsy, thieving, white privilege, racist, the privilege to go make millions of dollars and break bread and feed his family better when he could have been doing that with black fighters. But he chose not to do that. He chose to keep the white guy, not the black guy. He chose to go give some gay white designers some, pay them good to make a costume for him. A white man making a fucking costume for Black History Month, but you so authentic black, right? Yeah. The way I see it, the way it is, all y'all talking all that coon, buck dancing, house nigga shit, y'all talking about yourselves. And if none of you got the balls or even the intelligence to think, like, why did you fight Fury though? Why did you choose to fight him? Why did you break bread with him? Because you said You knew all along about this motherfucker. So what was the purpose? It was a cherry pick gone wrong. And after all that ass sucking, you feel stupid now, don't you? And not only that, you got your ass beat. You got your ass beat. And you didn't do nothing. But Jamel Charlo should have the shit slapped out of him. You stopped speaking to Chris Colbert because Chris Colbert feel you lost. But yet, you're so into your black people. He's into himself. He's about him. And he's using the mind of the black people that he can manipulate to support him. Our people. But the story is always about you. So, what is your deal? You want us to support you by all means necessary. Same dude who you said you like, he's a good guy. Now you want to decapitate him. See, your plan backfired. Since Fury's a liar and no good, now you see what it feels like to deal with somebody that's just like you. And for all this coon talk and all this house nigga talk that your little minions are doing, stop acting like you don't know. You know what the fuck is going on. So when you say people misconstrue what you say and how they turn around, well, how the fuck would you know? Stop acting like you don't fucking, you know what's going on. You watch these channels. You listen to shit people say. You know that shit. You already sat there and lied time after time, even just by saying the time for talking is done, and wouldn't say nothing to the fucking press, but then go and make all these other videos with other people who you know is in your back pocket. Your minions won't see it. But, anytime they talking about race this, race that, yeah, I want y'all to look at this video and think about it. Because that's what I want y'all to do, is understand. Every fucking thing that he's saying about Fury, white privilege, he's a racist, he's a thief, he's no good, he's a liar, and you still gave him the privilege to put millions of dollars in his pocket, feed his white family, and exercise his white privilege. You gave him that privilege. You gave him that privilege. And your minions got the nerve to use the word house nigga and coon. We just getting started, baby. So anytime, and listen, it ain't about you. We about boxing, period. But every time somebody make a story kissing your ass and making lies, when I feel the need to step in, you better believe I am. And I don't care who it's about. Same fighters that I give props to, when they start doing bullshit, I call them out. You ain't got to do nothing to appease me. You don't know me shit. I don't know you. You don't know me. And I don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing. Same way, when people sucking your ass, it's okay to make a video. Same way it's okay to make a video and we don't believe your bullshit. And it's as simple as that. Look, people, we want to talk boxing. We want to see great fights. Whether it happens or not, hey, we got to see. But I'm not sitting around crossing my fingers. But for everybody, and I want y'all to understand this, for everybody who hear all this talk about coon and all, understand something, y'all. These are weak-minded, ignorant people who are nothing more than racists themselves. And they show their true colors because just because you don't believe the shit, stupid lie excuses that come out their mouths, you're a coon. So they show you what they're about. They're a bunch of tough keyboard warriors. They have no heart. They have no soul. They're trash. They're garbage. Because you don't have the right to have an opinion. And because you don't believe him, that means you're supporting Fury. You're supporting the white man. Yeah, the same white man that he supported. And I'm going to keep saying it because I want it to stick in your brain. The same white man he supported and gave him, who already had white privilege, the privilege to get rich, to get richer, to make more money. Like I said, and feed his white privileged family. Yeah, using your quotes. You said that. You did that. And you said, fuck AJ. Fuck them black motherfuckers. I ain't fucking breaking bread with them. Mike McCallum was pissed off at Marvin Hagler because Marvin Hagler gave him props and told him how much of a great fighter he was. James Toney and Mike McCallum fought for that Marvin Hagler trophy. And Marvin gave him the impression that they was going to fight, that he wasn't done. He still, wanted to fight. He was just upset with the Ray Leonard outcome, right? Because he thought he won. Okay. Well, he winds up... No, this was before that, as a matter of fact. This was before that. He fought the Beast Mugabe. This was before the Leonard situation. He thought he was going to fight him before Leonard. He fought the Beast Mugabe instead of Mike McCallum. Well, years go by. They're old men now, right? They see each other at some ceremony. Might have been a hall of an induction or something. And he goes up to Mike McCallum and tells him, I just wanted you to know, man, I always respected you. And he tells Marvin Hagler, Marvin, how you going to say you respected me and you didn't even fight me? But that's the impression that Marvin gave him. Now, remember, Marvin got mad at Sugar Ray when Sugar Ray said, I know everybody want to see me, this great man, this champion fight, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen because I'm retiring. Marvin's pissed at Ray Leonard behind that shit. Okay. What is Jamal Charlo saying about Demetrius Andre? Him and his father, a bunch of broke niggas. Fuck him. They just trying to get money. I ain't helping them make a penny. They ain't making nothing off me. That's what fighters do. That's how you make your money. That's the brotherhood of fighting. We're going to help each other get paid. Roy Jones fought Mike McCallum when he didn't have to. It was a favor because Mike needed some money. And that's why Roy Jones fought him. Now, people criticize Roy for taking that fight, but it was a favor to a friend. Okay? You could have been networking with all these black fighters. You so pro-black. That's why F.A. Ajamba dissed you when you put the African gear on and put the paint on his face and try to, they like, nah, man, don't be disgracing our people like that. Because nobody looks at you the way you want us to, except for your minions. I'm a black African warrior who can't handle a fucking 40-pound vest, costume, or whatever the fuck. You got motherfuckers, we out here squatting 400 or 500 pounds and you can't fucking handle a vest, a fucking costume. I'm surprised you didn't blame the two white men. Well, no, I'm not surprised. Now, yeah, y'all was in on it. Y'all made the costume too heavy on purpose. Yeah. No, they got a free pass. Everybody got a free pass. Just the black people suffer. And instead of you out here making money with AJ, helping him feed his black family, helping Dylan White, feed his black family. No, you go help the racist guy, the white privileged guy. Go feed his white family. Now let that sink in. But we're coons. No, the AZB family ain't coons. And we ain't like these other channels. Don't get it fucked up. We gonna always keep it real and tell the truth. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all on the next video.